All right. What is up, everybody? We are back. We are back with another live stream. We should be streaming for the majority of the day. What day is it? Is it Sunday? I think it's Sunday. I don't fucking know. It is Sunday, so I am off all day today and tomorrow. So, with that being said, we are still making some millions. We're doing whole sea missions. Have a few updates today I want to talk about.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
I'll be giving away millions. We're gonna say the low ball is 10 million on each channel. This is gonna be the day of CitizenCon, and it will be 5 hours after CitizenCon, 3 hours after it ends. Essentially, it's going to be midnight Universal Time. CitizenCon is 7 o'clock Universal Time. My stream will be at 2 p.m.
Goodbye.
Or, I mean, Jeez Louise. Okay, CitizenCon is at 7 p.m. Universal Time. My stream will be at midnight that night, Universal Time. For me, CitizenCon is at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be streaming at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I will be giving away, at the bare minimum, 10 million to one of my lucky viewers. / subscribers / follower, whatever platform you're on. So that's the plan so far for that. Midnight Universal Time after CitizenCon, I'll be doing a live stream, and we'll be giving away at least 10 million on each channel to 2 lucky viewers. In other news, we have had some very interesting leaks, some audio logs and things like that are highly suggestive. They're already in the PTU. These are being data mined out of the PTU, so highly likely we are going to be getting some Vandal action in-game very soon. I don't think it'll be on foot NPCs. It might be. Who knows? I really think it's going to be like just some ship combat. I'm stuttering because I just can't understand why they would release Vandal before Squadron 42. I would think that would be a selling point for Squadron 42. However, maybe they feel like Vandal in Star Citizen will get people into Star Citizen and then Squadron 42. I don't know. I really don't. But all I know is there's audio from quest givers talking about Vandal attacks, and they're coming soon. In what form, I don't know. But I do know they are coming very soon. The Stinger at this point is all but confirmed, which has me excited. But I really want that ship. We may have to skip out on getting the ship, though, unfortunately. we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to juggle some money around and see what I can do, depending on the price of the ship. Because I'm probably gonna have to do some work on my car. Unfortunately, starter feels like it's going out, and if I can't get to work, I can't afford my bills, and I can't play the game. So, oh, am I already where I need to be to pick up?
Shield on.
So we're gonna see how that goes. Unfortunately, life just be happening sometimes. But I'm gonna do everything I can to get the stinger if it does come out. Otherwise, I do gotta fix my car. Other than that, there's like a lot of other news, but those were the highlights that were important to me. Um, I guess the International Aero Expo, that is that is highly branded in a manner that hints towards a new star system coming with the IAE. We'll see how that goes. But that is something to look forward to because that's before the end of this year too. So there's a decent amount of hints that we may even have a new star system before the end of the year. Vandal in the next fucking 6 days, and possibly a new star system in the next couple of months. Like, I don't know, man. All this stuff is bubbling to a head very rapidly. There's a lot of stuff happening. This little 2 hour CitizenCon I don't know how much information they could pack into 2 hours, but it could be a lot of information. It could be a huge info drop. There's a lot of stuff being data mined right now out of the PTU and off the website that is hinting to some crazy shit coming up.
Shield off. Quantum travel engaged.
Yeah, that's not a lot of cargo. At least it doesn't look like a lot of cargo. my goodness. So many possibilities for CitizenCon. So much stuff could be talked about in such a short amount of time. Lots of hints and leaks highly suggesting FanDuel combat coming up very soon. Oh my goodness, various audio tracks have already been fucking data mined, suggesting missions. I mean, more than just suggesting, like all but like confirming on paper that Vandal missions are, or missions involving Vandal are coming up very soon. Possibly with this patch. I mean, they are data mined from this PTU, so it's highly likely that we're going to be getting some Vandal action. Yeah, I can't wait either. It's going to be an interesting couple of months. Definitely. With CitizenCon coming up, like I said, the data mine leaks really pointing at Vandal. Some UAE, I mean not UAE, IAE, the International Aero Expo, has had some poster leaks that are highly suggestive of a new star system being implemented coming up. That would be so legit. I was personally, my prediction was that we would get underground facilities at major landing zones before a new star system, but the poster leaks were pretty suggestive. Yeah, so I'm looking at it on my laptop right now. IAE 2955, and the branding for all these posters is expand your universe. If you ask me, that's pretty suggestive that we're gonna get a new space station. I mean, a system. Expand your universe. That's pretty suggestive. So we got CitizenCon in less than a week. And then we have International Aero Expo coming up after that in November, or around November. There are currently leaks right now of audio clips discussing Vandal. IAE posters that say expand your universe. Man, I think this is going to be a big end of the year. I think we're going to get a new star system, and we're almost most definitely going to have some form of Vandal combat coming up in this Star Citizen universe. This is pretty exciting. Pretty exciting time to be a citizen. Yeah, I'll be super excited to see a new system. And like I said, that's a big surprise to me. I was honestly really expecting the major landing zones in the current two systems to get like underground facilities. I really thought that's what the ASD facilities were, was like testing, getting feedback, and then expanding on those like they had mentioned in previous info dumps. But really looks like we're just getting a whole ass new star system. Maybe the underground facilities will be include with that. We'll see. But next few months are going to be very, very interesting. And then leading into next year when they said they're planning on that Squadron 42 release. So that's coming up as well. Oh my goodness. It's going to be crazy. Next few months are going to be absolutely fucking crazy for this game. Some crazy shit is going to happen, and it's going to be either really good or really bad. Like, holy shit. Oh, come on. It was unloading, and then I backed up to get in the grid because I didn't think it was going to unload. Oh, oh, there we go. Come on. Take the cargo. Oh, it's not even taking the cargo. It's getting ready to fucking tow me. What the hell is going on here? I really hope this mission didn't just bug out with me fucking full of cargo. That always sucks. No, come on, unload the motherfucking ship so I could go on with my day. This is ridiculous. It literally started unloading. And then I backed up 2 feet because my nose was sticking out the fucking box. Oh my goodness, what is this? Is this unloading me or is it gonna fucking tow me again? This is ridiculous. We started off so good. Alright, I think we're gonna make a quick jump. Jump out of here and jump back. See, I don't know why it's telling me to collect and deliver at the same fucking time. Hell yeah. Make sure y'all subscribe after CitizenCon, about 5 hours after CitizenCon starts. So let's see, it's 2 hours. It's gonna go from 7 p.m. UTC to 9 p.m. UTC. And then about 3 hours after it ends, I'm gonna start a live stream, and during that live stream I'm gonna give away 10 million UEC. 20 million in total at the least, at the very least 20 million to two subscribers, followers, viewers. 10 million on Twitch, 10 million on YouTube. So make sure you follow and subscribe for your chance to enter and win. Make sure you're here for that live stream. Give out a bunch of in-game money, and that's enough to buy a pretty substantial ship and or fund activities for a very long time. So also stay tuned for that in the future. We've got a lot of signs pointing towards the variant that they've been discussing being based on the Apollo and possibly being a cargo ship. I don't know how many cargo ships we really need in the game right now, but that's what it's really looking like. Is the new variant is going to be an Apollo cargo hauler of some kind. With a redesigned rear end and possibly loading from the top and rear. All right, man, come on, take my cargo, please. I really don't want to have to reclaim my ship. Let's not start the day off like this with the first haul having to reclaim my ship. Cargo transfer complete. Come on, man. That is some bullshit. I'm gonna have to claim my ship and server hop. That's doo doo. Because you know what happens if you abandon a fucking quest? Even if it fucks up and you didn't do anything wrong, your reputation gets fucked. Gets fucked so hard. Gets fucked like a teenager at a Diddy party. Relentless. Cargo transfer complete. That's a dick move. Oh my goodness. When the money is easy with this ship, it is so fucking easy. It can be just so easy. But when it is fucking up, oh my god, does it fuck up. It happens. It is rough, but it happens. Had I turned in, roughly like half of it and then got the glitch, I would have just turned in the quest or the mission and, dealt with not getting the full payout. However, when it's less than half, if you turn it in, that's that's a huge hit on your reputation too. The reputation is the important part here, unfortunately. Little things cause huge fucking hits on your reputation. I'm pretty sure if I took one hit right now on reputation, it would drop me so low that I wouldn't be able to do these big $600,000, $700,000 missions. It would be another huge grind getting back up. What is going on? Oh, like, why am I not moving to the left? And that's because I'm not using the proper key to do so. Looks good enough to me. I mean, the saving grace is once you is I'm doing this via rep and missions and not trading. Imagine if I was doing this with my own fucking money and materials. I would be livid right now. I would have never built up to 57 million in this amount of time. There's no way. With all the glitches and shit that happened with the whole scene, there's no fucking way. I wouldn't have had the resolve, the personal like wherewithal to go through it. I would be just so mad from losing shit all the time.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
But since it was a mission and not my own
Insurance
shit,
claim has been sent.
it doesn't hurt my feelings one bit to
Please visit
claim my ship and start this shit over. This gives me an opportunity to try to fix my fucking multi-tool. I don't know why I struggle with multi-tools. I don't know if that's anybody else, if that's just me, but like I have a handful of multi-tools from subscribing and things like that I've just gotten over the years. And whenever you buy an attachment, like the tractor beam attachment says, specifically for the Gray Cat version, and I can rarely get them to work in my custom multi-tools. And then even then, with an actual Gray Cat multi-tool, I always have such an issue getting the tractor beam attachment to connect to it and work. If I gotta do cargo stuff by hand, I usually just give in and use the max beam or whatever the fuck it's called. Alright, we're gonna see what's up with this. Alright, must buy base multi-tool to use. Alright, whatever. We have that. Alright, base multi-tool. Pyro RYT, right? This is a Pyro RYT. It doesn't ever fucking attach. Like, what the fuck, bro? I can sit here and click the shit out of it. Here and tells me it doesn't have the fucking module. What the actual fuck, bro? I just don't get it. Alright, I'm gonna buy a brand new multi-tool. Why do I have two of these? What's been going on? Is it... Do I need... All right. We're just gonna roll with that for right now. We'll go test this in the hangar. I don't know why it always feels like a struggle for me to use the fucking multi-tool. But it does. It always does. Oh my god. Especially if I want to use like the ghost one or any of the fucking backer subscriber fucking special ones. Special skinned ones. They never seem to work.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Please visit us again.
You gotta be kidding me, bro. I don't know. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've been able to get a multi-tool to work like for a tractor beam. Which is crazy because I was just watching videos last night of guys running around like in the PTU. Well, I guess that it was PTU, but they were running around in the PTU testing the new multi-tool physics or tractor beam physics and shit. And seemed to be doing it pretty easily. No, this helmet is not a sub helmet. It is a seasonal helmet for the event going on right now, the Day of the Vara. It's not too hard to unlock. You have to go into Arena Commander and play the game mode Kill Collector. And uh, I don't know if they've patched it or not, but according to the website, you have to come in the top 3 players at the end of the match. And then there's 3 different bundles to unlock. There's 2 different bundles that are 3 of the scary bear helmets, and then the final bundle is the Vandal helmet with 2 Scarecrow helmets. But if they haven't fixed it or changed it, I was able to just play. Like I just played like 8 rounds of it and eventually unlocked all 3 bundles. And they tie to your online hanger, so they're account bound once you get them. But basically, you go into Arena Commander, play Kill Collector, and if you play enough rounds, it should unlock for you. Yeah, it took me less than an hour. It's definitely easier to get the Vandal helmet this year than it has been in previous years. I can say that. This tractor beam is so fucked. I can't even holster it now. Oh, there we go. Finally. Fuck, bro.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Hell yeah, we'll
Vehicle
see.
selected. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Oh shit, I need to store it. I need
Welcome
to
to
store
the
it.
ASOP Vehicle Retrieval
And I need
System.
this server hop.
Your vehicle
I
has
forgot about that
Please
part.
visit us again.
We're gonna server hop real quick. The reputation grind is a grind. It's if you just put your nose to the ground and do it, it's not terrible, but it is definitely not something that you just bang out in a day. It'll take you a little while. But that being said, it is completely worth it to get your rep up. Absolutely worth it to get your rep up. Especially in the current state of the game with the Hull C, like being able to make 700,000 off of a hauling mission, not using your own money for trading is very nice. It's a money printer, really, when it's working. On a real good day when everything's running right and the sun's shining on your ass, and you can make over a million in about 45 minutes. Sometimes less. Just continue building your rep, and as you build your rep, the missions become more valuable, and work your way up. Save your money, don't buy a bunch of frivolous shit. Once you get your whole C, then you'll make all the money you need to buy whatever frivolous shit you want. But really, just work on your rep. Only buy upgrade ships that you need. And then once you get your rep up to senior, I believe it is, senior, that's where the really good payout missions are. Or experienced, my bad. Once you get to experienced, you start really making the money. Everything after experienced is not that relevant, to be honest.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
You look at the contracts here, because, yeah. Bulk grade and the 711,000. This is the biggest payout, and it's a senior rank. So everything after senior is just rep. I mean, you could stack missions, but when you're doing like the 700,000 or the 600,000 missions, like they pretty much take all the space on the hull C. You really don't have any room to carry more. But again, the good thing about doing missions versus trading is it doesn't matter if you lose any of the cargo. Like as long as you can turn in more than half of the cargo required for the mission, you're good. But when you start abandoning missions and turning in less than half of the cargo, that is no bueno. That is very bad. That starts cutting huge into your reputation. Reputation is very unforgiving, especially when you abandon a mission. It is so unforgiving, or when you partially turn in a mission that's less than halfway, that hurts your reputation so bad. In the event you get a big bug, it's always better to just abandon your ship, claim that bitch, server hop, rather than turn in a bad mission or abandon a mission. It's always better to just, at the moment, it's just better to claim the ship and server hop and hope the mission clears off your screen. Never, 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 never abandon a mission for hauling, especially if you're working on your rep. Not stress that enough. The unfortunate thing is when you start getting into senior missions, like the single trip missions that pay out really good often go to Magnus Gateway, and that is Magnus Gateway is just so far away from everything. Doesn't matter where you are in the star system, it's far away from everything. Excuse me. And just a friendly reminder, while we're on this big jump, make sure to follow or subscribe, depending on the platform you're viewing me on. And on the 11th, after CitizenCon, I'm going to be giving away, at the very least, 10 million UEC to each channel. 10 million to Twitch and 10 million to YouTube, to 2 viewers. So make sure you tune in for that. My stream is going to start around, let's see, CitizenCon starts at 7 p.m. UTC. My stream is going to start around midnight UTC. That's going to be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for me. I'm going to start a stream, and then at some point during the stream shouldn't be more than 2 hours long because I do have to work the next day. But we're going to do a little 2-hour stream, and I'm going to give away, as of right now, 20 million in total. But as we keep building up money here, depending on how it goes, that's probably going to increase. I may do 4 winners in total, maybe do 10 millions and 2 5 millions. But whatever I decide to do, at least 2 people are getting 10 million UEC, and more than likely 2 more are going to get 5 million each. So make sure you're following, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're here for that stream. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on October 11th. Same day as CitizenCon, after CitizenCon. It's going to be well after CitizenCon, so it's not going to hurt anybody's plans. And if we have a good turnout for that, we might turn it into like a monthly thing, where in between my mercenary shit, I'll spend a few days just grinding up some UEC with the Hull C, and then we'll give it away. Let's see how CitizenCon goes. If we have a pretty big turnout and a good time, then we might just make it a monthly event. I mean, eventually when I get monetized, I would like to start doing actual like ship giveaways and starter packages and shit like that. Alright, hopefully we have a good fucking delivery this time. Oh my god, come on. It's a love-hate relationship I have with this whole sea. I love the money I make with it, but I hate the fucking glitches. Oh my god. When it's making money, it's good, and when it's glitching, it is fucking glitching. Like, don't dare ever try to walk to the back of the ship while its spindles are expanded. Holy fuck. What a death trap that is. Alright, we're just gonna pull in and stop, and you're just gonna load us right the fuck up, and we're gonna move on with our day. Right? Right? Damn right. Pardon any crinkly sounds you hear. I got some Twix minis right out of the fridge. Delicious. Oh my god, I hate jumping to Magnus. It's so inefficient. Occasionally, you get a contract for 711K. That's from Terra to Pyro. That's the one. That's the mission you want. 711K. And it's half the distance of this one. Hey, what's up, fish head break room? Fish head break room. I like that. Servers are all right. Not great for Hull C stuff. Not had a great day so far, to be completely honest. So last night I was having a lot of issues with that, where like I would take a mission that would be Terra to Pyro specifically. I would hit accept, and then I would go and look at the mission log, and it would be Terra to Magnus. But today, I still haven't even completed a mission today. I've been streaming for a little over an hour. The first mission I picked up, I went to location, picked up all the stuff, flew to Magnus, got to Magnus, unloaded like 2 boxes, and then it was like telling me that I had finished unloading. So I literally just finished claiming my whole sea and server swapping to start the mission over again. I try to avoid Magnus as well. It's such a fucking bitch. It's so far away from everything. But it's not how it used to be with the whole sea mission, or yeah, the cargo missions, where some of them were server specific, and you could hop on a certain server, and always get Terra to Pyro. Now it seems to be kind of like on a random number generator, and for the most part, it's always Magnus. Which, to be fair, is fair that it's to Magnus most of the time, because otherwise, if you could just get Terra to Pyro all the time, you would just be making so much money. It really wouldn't be fair to any other profession. There wouldn't be any reason to do any other profession. Once you get your rep up, it would just be like, oh, got my hauling rep up. Terra to Pyro all day long. I mean, considering how much other professions you pay out, like, especially like when it comes to risk reward, there's like almost no risk at all, especially if you're in Stanton's system doing cargo hauling. Like, yeah, if mining is like your main profession that you like enjoy doing, you probably you probably mine for fun, but then whenever you're in a pinch and you need money, you probably cargo haul.
Quantum fuel at 50%.
Bow chicka wow wow. Like I've been doing a lot of mercenary and ASD stuff the last couple of months, but I mean, all the ASD and mercenary shit that I do, all the first person shooter shit I do is literally funded by a couple days of hauling. Do a few days of hauling and I can do months of mercenary stuff without worrying about money. As much as I love it, it's very unbalanced in comparison to other professions in the game. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for the next couple of months. I can't wait to see what we get. It's going to be an interesting couple of months coming up with CitizenCon this month, less than a week away. IAE coming up. Leaks are flying around everywhere suggesting fucking Vandal combat coming up. IAE posters highly suggesting that we're gonna get a new fucking star system soon. IAE poster saying, expand your universe. I can't get over that, man. That's fucking. That's big. That's big shit right there. Yeah, absolutely. If they come out with the Vandal Stinger, I'm assuming it's probably going to be like between $400 and $600, and I'm assuming I'm going to be out of $400 to $600. Fuck. my god. There's honestly, I've noticed in the fuck last couple months I've been doing a lot of FPS stuff, and I've taken a big break from hauling since before the race for Stanton stuff was really when I did most of my hauling. But now, like from then to now that I've started hauling again just to build up some money for the giveaway I'm doing, like there are just so many people at the space stations. And you can go to the Pyro gateway at any given moment, and within like a minute or two of being there, you'll see that Pyro jump point open up for somebody coming or rolling. Like there's always something happening now. Everywhere you go, the game is expanding with people so fast in the last couple of months. That's how it is every year at this time of year. The game just grows so much. They make so much fucking money in the last few months of the year. All right, come on, unload. No issues, just unload. Can we do that? We can't do that, can we? So this is what got me paranoid now. It's the last time I came up here, fully loaded. I pulled in, it didn't want to unload. I moved just barely, and it started unloading. And then I was still in the middle of moving, and then it just unloaded like two boxes and was like, "Up, oh, transfer complete." Oh, come on, man. Just let me drop off this fucking cargo. That's so wrong, Chris Roberts. That's so wrong. I'm just trying to play and promote the game that you made it, that you wanted to make for so long. I just want to drop this cargo off, man. What's up, mafioso? We are struggling. The struggle is real today. I don't actually believe I've turned in a single mission yet since I've started today. Been streaming for an hour and a half. Look here. 57. I think that's exactly where I left off last night. I think all I've done is burn fuel. Bro, Chris has me like. Chris and Gabe Newell own my soul. Chris Roberts, Gabe Newell. Those guys own my fucking life. Yeah, my thing about the Alt F4 is like if I Alt F4 and I come back to a different server and I'm loaded up with all this shit and no mission. I'm gonna try a shitty parking job and then this doesn't work. I'll try a jump, I guess, and then a jump back. If the jump and jump back doesn't work, then I don't know. I really should have just gone straight to the Australian servers. Usually have so much better luck.
Shield off. Quantum travel engaged.
I think the race for Stanton would have been an excellent opportunity for them to not only work on the freight elevators, but also they could have used that to get some information on the whole city. They could have thrown some space station hauling in there and done a lot of good work for the whole sea. But at the same time, you never know. You never know. Because they do want everything physicalized, and the Hull C does have tractor beams, so you got to imagine one of these days you can probably expect to pull up to a space station and your crew is going to have to load up the Hull C rather than just pulling into the automatic green box. I think manual loading and unloading wouldn't be so horrible with the Hull C if they did something like converted 9 of these boxes into a one giant box where you could fit like two on a spindle and then maybe a couple small boxes. Yeah, that would be nice too if you could bulk grab cargo boxes with a bigger ship. And they've got to do something because I mean, when you think about it, my predictions were totally that they were going to wind up saving the Hull D and the Hull E for the addition of a new star system. Oh hell yeah, we're commencing cargo transfer. Fuck yeah, the jump worked. But I mean, all the hints are hinting at getting a new star system soon. And I mean, they're gonna have to have larger cargo boxes, especially if it's all physicalized when the Hull D and the Hull E jump into the game. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Fucking Hull C has 4 tractor beams on it. Oh my god, we fucking finally turned in a mission. Boom, 58 million. We're gonna hit 60 million before the end of the day. Whole sea permitting. I'm probably not far enough on the landing pad. Let's see though. Oh, we are far enough on the landing pad. Wonderful. All right, come on, come on, come on, Terra to Pyro. Come on, Terra to Pyro. Fucking Terra to Magnus. Oh, wait, it went. It switched. It switched when I accepted it. What the fuck? It switched when I accepted it. Terra to Pyro. What the hell? I'll take it for sure, but man, that's just craziness. All right, come on. Y'all saw me just now land and refuel, right? That wasn't that. I'm not tripping.
Quantum fuel at 100%.
Chris giveth and Chris taketh away.
Launch sequence complete.
Gotta be careful with that shit. Sometimes you land on those little external landing pads and Even though your spindles will be retracted, those bitches will rip off and explode your ship. I did do that yesterday. And I've been paranoid so paranoid about it ever since. I swear to God, I will change the entire way I play this game sometimes for weeks at a time just because of a bug that happened once. I The thing with docking for me is when I play in the Hull Sea, the Hull Sea is one of the few ships where I do actually prefer to bedlog, and it does seem to be fixed in the current build of the game. But previously, anytime you would dock, and then if you tried to bedlog in the Hull Sea, the Hull Sea would act like you were still docked. I think that is fixed now, but just out of force of old habits, I never dock anymore. That's just like what I was saying. Like a single bug that I've encountered once or twice will make me change the whole way I play the game. So so now for forever now, I've been using the landing pads outside of those stations because of the dock bug. In previous patches, once you've docked once, even just once, your Hull Sea would be bugged to where you couldn't bedlog anymore. You would lay down in the bed and it would tell you you were docked to a station. Oh my god. What a fucking jump. So if you have a stack of juice, as many of you may know, juice refills your thirst and hunger. So if you keep 2 or 3 juices in your backpack, you can drink one, like I just did, and then store it. And then when you open your backpack up, you've got all your juices still sitting at 100%. So something I do whenever I'm cargo hauling is I'll keep a small stack of juices, and then that way I can maintain my thirst and hunger without going in and out of space stations all the time. Did I drop one? No, didn't drop one. We're good. What a horrible animation. Oh my god. So terrible looking. For half a patch, they had all the fucking armor and shit physicalized where you pull out an actual piece of armor and put it on. And then they went back to the boxes. A lot of ships tend to have a lot of wasted space. The Apollo is definitely one of them. The Apollo has got so much fucking wasted space, and they took away the drones. It's been my running joke from the fucking how they've been mentioning in the patch notes and stuff like that that there's going to be an alternate variant of a new popular ship. I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a variant of the Apollo with drones. They're going to resell the ship. It's really shaping up to be a cargo ship, but
Quantum fuel at 75%.
we'll see how that goes. I mean, from the shape of it, I guess the Apollo would make a decent cargo ship. But it's just working on all these ships and not the Banu merchantman.
Shield on.
I feel like there's a lot of wasted space on the Apollo. The Apollo easily has room for a Pisces or a Nursa to be parked inside of it, and they just made sure that there is absolutely no way you're gonna fit either one of those into it, even though either one would fit. me. I had to step away for just a second there. Hell yeah, we're almost loaded up. These fucking stray cargo boxes tell a story of a hull C operator that didn't have their shield up. Any of you out there are aspiring hull C pilots, I cannot stress the importance of having your shields up whenever you get close to the station. Like, it might take you a little longer to get to the station and move around, but have your fucking shields up. Can make a big difference in your day. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that, 52 gigameters. That is less than half of the jump from Terra to fucking Magnus. Magnus is so far away from everything for no fucking reason. Anybody else pick up the Citizen Con mystery goodie pack? Hey, what's up, crazy? Sorry for the late response there. Yeah, it is a love-hate relationship with the Hull C. I love the money, and I hate operating this bitch. I think the whole sea is a perfect example of this game. It it can be so fucking frustrating at times, but at the end of the day, it's worth it.
Shields on.
We're
Cargo
sitting
service request acknowledged. Stand by.
sitting just under 60 million right now. I think at about 57 million. I'll check it in just a second. If I don't crash into the space station, because I'm not paying attention. Does this appease you, Chris Roberts, or should I adjust? I'm gonna have to adjust. I have not appeased the Roberts.
Service complete.
There we go. Alright, let's see where we're at. 57 million. 58 million. Oh, hell yeah. We're at 58 million. And I think for my CitizenCon game or giveaway, I'm gonna do 10 million to one person on each platform, Twitch and YouTube, and a second prize at 5 million to one person on each platform. So a total of 30 million. Which will be after CitizenCon, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You know, I really find it's just really just seems to be roughing it through like the first 30 45 minutes of Whole C. Once you've gotten past that first 30 45 minutes hour, like you kind of get in a bug free loop for a good while. and that's when it becomes really worth it. It's just working your way into that bug-free loop.
Quantum fuel at 100%.
It did it again. It keeps doing it. I'm not gonna argue with it, but it keeps showing up as a Terra to Magnus, but then when I accept it, it switches to Pyro. I'm not gonna argue with it one bit, but I'm just making note of it.
Launch sequence complete.
That is the second time it's given me the mission as Terra to Magnus, and then once accepted, it switches to Pyro. That's the kind of glitch I like, though.
Shields off. Quantum travel engaged.
As of right now, I just really want to have enough money to where I can give away 30 million at CitizenCon and then have 40 million left over for whatever my purposes are. Not that I need 40 million for anything at the moment, but that's the idea. To hit about 70 million before CitizenCon, which shouldn't be an issue at all at this rate. And then I might just make this a monthly thing. Start giving away Alpha UEC every month, just to build up some subscribers and followers on both the platforms. And then if we get monetized, then maybe we'll start throwing out some ship packages and ships or skins or whatever. But we are definitely back on serious track to get this whole streaming thing going. It was a crazy last month and a half with moving, and then God, after I moved, my internet connection was so fucking shitty for the first month. But that was okay because I just worked and worked and worked and worked, and now I can actually enjoy my days off and stream. That feels unreal right now. Having 3 days off, I can just do nothing. You see that ship? What the fuck happened to it? It's just fucking going. It is not having a good day. Whoever is piloting that thing. That's funny. That thing was fucking flipping. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Hell yeah, give me the loot. Fuck yeah. This is exactly what I was talking about. It was a struggle. It's been a dead serious struggle getting this shit started, but now that we're in that game loop, everything's running smooth. We're getting this Terra to Pyro jump back to back to back. We are absolutely on course to be making hella money right now for very little effort. Oh yeah, we're almost loaded up. Got about a spindle and a half worth of cargo left. And we're going to be getting on up out of here. I do want to take a moment to thank everybody. Thank you all. For real, thank you all so much for tuning in, for watching, for liking, for subscribing. The support I get is awesome. I know I had a rough month last month because of the move and my internet, but now that I'm back producing all this content again, even more content than I was before with the tutorials and everything I'm doing now, man, y'all have been really hooking it up with subscribing and following, and both channels on YouTube and Twitch are growing real quick, and I really appreciate that. So make sure we stay tuned. Make sure we're checking out the live stream on at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time after CitizenCon. Make sure you're here for that. I'll be giving away millions of UEC. Millions. The current plan is 2 people will get 10 million each. One person on Twitch, one person on YouTube, and then 2 more people. The second place will get 5 million each. Same thing, YouTube and Twitch. So, please make sure you follow, subscribe, Hit the little notification bell if you don't want to miss that. We're gonna have a busy couple of weeks coming up. CitizenCon, we've got the event coming up in Pyro. ASD facilities got a new area in the PTU at the moment, which is going to be wind up being a boss fight. Lots of leaks hinting towards the Vandal coming up in the PT or in Star Citizen in the Star. I wasn't expecting to see any Vandal until Squadron 42, but they are just. We've had the dead one, and now there's big leaks aiming towards the Vandal coming up, being around for this next thing coming out with Pyro in the next patch. So it could be a week from now, Vandal in game. That's crazy to think that. It's going to be a very interesting couple of months. CitizenCon, IAE, Squadron 42 is poised to be released next year, and next year's fucking 2 months away, man. Shit's getting crazy real fucking fast. The amount of players has been increasing crazy amounts. What? IAE is looking like it's going to be releasing a new star system when it comes. I'm excited. I'm super excited. That's not just the Monster Energy speaking. Because, man, I've been pounding these things this morning. We are coming in very, very hot. I don't think the space brakes are going to cover it this time. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. And that's why we fly with our shields on. That would have killed us. Major torque imbalance. Yeah. Yeah, I can fucking tell. This bitch is not flying very well. that hit. That was definitely a hit. Came in a little too hot for our own good. Got distracted thinking about all the fucking news that's been coming out for this game. Man, there's so much coming up. It's a good time to be a citizen. See if that fucking pyro jump point opens up. Yeah, as soon as I'm done with unloading, I'm definitely going to repair and refuel. Boom. Boop, 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 submit. Bam. Almost at that 60 million point. One more mission. We got it, no problem. Let's see if it does it again. Terra Gateway to Magnus Gateway. Let's see if it changes. We're going to accept it and see if it changes to Pyro like it did last time. Terra to Magnus. It stayed Terra to Magnus. I honestly, I don't know if yeah, I don't know if the external cargo transfer works for any ship other than the Hull C. To be honest, that's an interesting question. I don't have a raft, or that would be something I could test out, like fly up to a space station with a raft and see if you can externally load with the green box. As far as I know, the green box loading and unloading is specifically for the Hull C at the moment, but I mean, I don't have a definitive answer for that. But that is a really interesting question if you could use that for other ships. I definitely know it's not like what they want out of the game. Like eventually it should be in everyone's head that eventually these magical green boxes aren't going to be there anymore. At one point they want all of this cargo transferring physicalized, being AI that does it or players that do it. That's why the Hull C has 4 fucking tractor beams on it. Eventually they want all this cargo being transferred to be completely physicalized and done by players or AI NPCs. So where I could see it working for other ships, the external cargo loading, unloading, I don't I don't know. I just don't see them working on it anymore. If they haven't fixed it by this point, which has been a long time, like if they haven't fixed it by this point, I imagine that's because they're working on the replacement for it, which will be physicalized cargo. Some kind of, well, I mean, we have the gameplay system for it already. The Hull C has tractor beams. It's just a matter of making it to where the space stations eject cargo, for lack of better phrasing, I guess, where they have a means of putting cargo out on their surface for you to collect and transfer. But the green boxes definitely are not supposed to be a permanent solution to cargo hauling. Gonna fuel up before I pick up this cargo. Fuel up and repair. I should have done that before I left the last station, to be honest. Oh, that's cool. You can actually see which engine is out. That's new to me. I've never seen that before. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Be right back. Be right back. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing here? This asshole's on my landing pad. You lucky there's two of them. Oh, he's actually not on my landing pad.
Landing gear down.
Come on, baby. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. See, this is exactly what I was talking about. Like, really, first hour or two can be, not always is, but can be an absolute mess and a struggle. But once you get into the loop of a smooth running whole sea operation, it usually stays that way. We're going to be sitting on over 60 million UEC here in just a little bit once we drop this stuff off. So many monies. 60 million. And I'm going to be giving 30 million of that away. October 11th, around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be doing a live stream to give away 10 million to 2 lucky viewers, subscribers, followers, and then 5 million to an additional 2 more for a total of 30 million. 2 10 million winners and 2 5 million winners. October 11th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Should be just about all the cargo. Bam. Hell yeah. It's gonna be a long jump, boys and girls. God, Magnus has to be so far away from everything. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness. I swear, y'all. Fucking Magnus just isn't close to anything. Oh my goodness. It looks like he should be holding something with his left hand. Like Captain Spear. It's crazy that I feel safer coming out here on this elevator during a quantum than I do walking to the back of the ship. Like, going to the back of the ship is just horrifying. The Tunnel of Doom. The Tunnel of Terror. The Tunnel of Terror and the Door to the Unknown. Oh my god. Let's go look. We're not crossing the Door to the Unknown. Not doing it this time. Last time I fell out of the ship for no fucking reason. We actually made it into the back of the fucking ship. And then still was just walking around and fell out of the fucking ship for no reason. Look at that. It's a trap. Yeah, no, not doing it. And this is a tripping hazard. There are no handrails. Oh my goodness. This is gonna have to go on my notebook. No handrails. Absolutely could get your ankle stuck down in there. And then next thing you know, someone goes to collapse the spindles and you don't have a foot. Big time safety hazard. This is not gonna approve. It's not gonna pass OSHA approval at all.
Quantum fuel at 75%.
Fucking Magnus. Took like 3 years to get here.
Shields on.
Motherfucking ramming speed, motherfuckers. Get out of my box. Hey, hey, you get out of my box. This game would have towed the fuck out of me for sitting there like that. Right? Is that just me? Like I would have been so fucking impounded. All right. Well, I'm not gonna complain because we just pulled up and started unloading. We have been in a very good loop. About to clear 60 million. Hell yeah, we're almost done here. We're almost done. Last box. Fuck yeah. Let's check that wallet. 60,400,000. That's what I like to see. Hell yeah, y'all. We hit 60 million. Not too shabby at all. 60,400,000. That's a big chunk of change. Look how far Magnus is away from everything. God. Especially Terra. It's on the exact opposite side of the star system. That's crazy. Magnus is so far away from everything. Uncalled for CIG. Chris, when you get this message, give me a call, bro. We gotta talk about this. You can hit me up in the RSI chat. You know the one. The one me, Chris Roberts, and Gabe Newell will be hanging out in. I thought the new ladder system was supposed to be like an F interact, but it's still just kind of walk up to. But it is a little bit better about not just automatically clinging to. The ladders do seem a little better. All right, everybody. You know what time it is. We're going to take a little break, probably about 3 hours-ish, a little longer than 3 hours. I'll be back at about 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And as always, I want to thank everybody for coming by and watching and hanging out with me. You could be doing anything with your free time, but you're here spending it with my dumbass, and I really appreciate that. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, follow, stay tuned. October 11th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Going to be giving away millions of UEC, millions of it. 2 lucky winners will receive 10 million each, and then 2 more lucky winners will get 5 million each, for a total of 30 million US UEC I'm giving away. So once again, thank you. Thanks for watching. Follow, like, subscribe. And I will be back in about 3 hours for another live stream.